So now we're gonna start about its origin, how it started. So like every other place, it started from the caves. It's quite similar to what we talked about in our earlier video. In India also the drawing started from the caves. We talk about the prehistoric time, which was before 300 CE or something. So the painting started from the rock structures or the rock shelters, different caves. They tried to draw something on the walls of the caves. So the oldest one in India is Bhimbetka, and Bagh is one of the oldest too. They tried to draw some pictures of deer or their daily hunting scenes or some kind of a dance where they used to perform back then. So it was totally based on their daily life and trying to record their daily schedule or how they are living, how they are spending their life. It is very fascinating and it is very astounding to see those huge structures of Bhimbetka and how they have drawn on the highest of the areas or the lowest of the areas. It's very difficult to imagine how they did it, but it's a treasure to us that we were able to find out that people were living in that situation so many years back. Now the paintings were mostly done in red ochre, the geru, on the walls by scribbling from the sharp edge of a stone or maybe some kind of powder. And those drawings are still intact. That is so much fascinating to me. Now, if we move to a level up to our drawing history in India, we talk about murals. Murals is a painting or a sketch or a drawing done on walls, proper walls which are treated well before the drawing. So, if we talk about murals, it reminds us of Ajanta and Ellora. So, the examples of Ajanta caves, which are around 2nd century to like 5th century, the murals were a level up to our drawing history because the drawing was done on the walls which were treated with plaster, and different kind of narratives were drawn with some kind of a, maybe we can say, ruddle or different stones, and then it was colored after completion of the drawing. So murals were a level up to the drawing, and the subjects were Buddhism and the sayings of Buddha, because the Ajanta caves are mainly focusing on the sect of Buddhism. बुद्ध पंथ के ऊपर पेंटिंग्स वहाँ पर ज़्यादा की गई और उन्हीं के जीवन की जितनी भी कहानियाँ थी, द स्टोरीज ऑफ बुद्धा's लाइफ वर डिपिक्टेड ऑन दैट using pigments and plants or different kind of minerals present at that time. And the purpose were basically religious here, to spread the sayings of Buddha and हम उसका प्रचार करें किसी तरीके से कि कैसे हमारी जो विचारधारा है वो लोगों तक पहुँचे. How to spread our ideology to people, right? Now we talk about the different phase, which is medieval, which we can say thousands to 1800s. Where come the school culture, the miniature school culture, which was earlier started in Rajasthani school, and Pahadi school were there also. And after the Mughals came into India, the new style of miniature started was Mughal miniatures. So the miniatures were also done with fine lines of different kind of inks, or it was done with, sometimes it was done with a sharp tool or something, or maybe they were using the brushes for the very fine lines, the finest of the lines. And then the pictures were colored by different artists which were in line of the process, and that was done mostly for the kings or emperors of that time. It was being commissioned, or it was being just it was a duty for a court painter to record all the actions of the emperor, or if he goes for hunting, if he goes for the war, if he wants to have a self portrait or a portrait of a queen, just like a bunny thani, if you remember. So, miniatures were detailed compositions which were rich in color, and they showed different courtly themes. जो राजाओं के दरबार में होता था वो मिनिएचर्स के अंदर मोस्टली बनाया जाता था. सो मिनिएचर स्कूल्स में इंडियन इफेक्ट वाले जो थे वो सारे those were the Rajasthani miniatures which were having indigenous effects. The Rajasthani, the Pahadi, where the Kullu, Mandi and Jammu schools were there, and Bundi, Kota, these were in the Rajasthani miniatures. They were all indigenous, but the Mughal miniatures were having Persian effect in their appearance.